Right. I think we're live. Uh, there we go. Appears to be. Eh, no. There we go. I didn't wait enough time after the last thing. Um, all right. That was too late. So it's just checking if the stream is going. It wasn't going. Had to start streaming again because hadn't worked through the buffer from before. Well, those new to my channel, welcome. Returning viewers, welcome back. Sorry, I'm multitasking, and that's tough for me with my long COVID. Bow deeply before the audience. Yep, that blew me. Run stage right. Yep, stage right. Or no, that's stage left, isn't it? It's from the audience's perspective. I don't remember. It's been a while since my days of doing any kind of theater. I tried to do some community theater a couple years back, but there was just petty people who didn't want to give me a chance because of old rivalries and grudges from, I kid you not, my high school days. Okay, this guy says he's adding me to his friends list. I should probably invite him to a fellowship since that's going to be. Yep. Okay. I need to find a third. Just waiting for the performance to end. All right, I attended a performance. Rather, I played in one. So, it's a little something a little different for you guys on YouTube, Twitch than what I've been doing. See an epic battle. Too many people crowding around this one. Too many people in Frostbuff. It's getting very laggy. There really should be more instances here. The number of instances is not sufficient to prevent massive lag. Let's say large amounts, and that's not even a strong enough term. Annoyingly, now it's showing a preview of my stream at the top. Doesn't let me see how many viewers it might have. This is a bad UI change. I don't think I had a setting that changed it. I think it's just Twitch doing it update or some nonsense. What is your level region for 30 to 40? I don't understand that question at all. My level region. Does he mean what is my recommended area for leveling? Oh, where do I often don't move out to new areas until I finished older ones. So I rarely up doing on level stuff. Stuff that gives more run speed debuffs, especially when I be running around a bunch here. Mystery Drink has a debuff that expires very quick. The bigger is where there are craft materials you need. All right. Oh, shoot, I didn't collect this before. Yeah, getting sloppy because a lot going on. Not giving any timer in the session. I can see it here, but Twitch is not showing it to me. Hold on, folks. I don't know what the heck is with Twitch today. No, don't recommend other channels to me. I'm a creator. I'm not here to endlessly watch other stuff. If I feel like once in a while looking something up, I will, but I'm struggling to survive, not to, entertain myself. And I mean it when I say to survive. I disabled long COVID, and I'm ever going to supplement if I can get SSI. If I can't, I'm probably screwed anyways, unless my channel goes viral. Social Security Administration being terrible as they are, only really serving the interests of the billionaire class who own politicians, who buy them out. They're fighting me on SSI for long COVID. There isn't even a blue book entry for long COVID. It's incredibly frustrating. It's a hugely debilitating disease, but politicians are playing games with this since this is ultimately due to politicians. Assuming I can get that I can supplement it, and eventually, years down the line, years more, because it won't last that long without SSI, hopefully I can get to where I can self-sustain off of streaming, both YouTube and Twitch combined. I have no illusions I can do it off just one. Enough to maybe, if I'm very lucky, someday be able to apply for a self-employment visa to Norway and get out of the U.S. because it's only going to get worse politically. I hate to say that, but it's true, and you can't go around lying to yourself. The U.S. is only going to get more fascistic, more anti-democratic, more state violence. Because, I mean, the part of what guarantees this is increasing levels of inequality and let's summon my archer here. Increasing levels of inequality, increasing consolidation of the media, declining rate of profit, and freaking they bounce, jump, knocking me around. Sorry. Decreasing levels of tolerance, increasing levels of racism and stuff, or at least intolerance of immigrants. What other things? An absolute unwillingness to engage with anything outside of capitalist politics. Even the existence of a strong Marxist left, for instance, would change the dynamic in the U.S. And most of all, the biggest thing is the two-party system, which just guarantees that dysfunctional politics in the long run. Surprising things managed to remain somewhat functional as long as they did. And really, the U.S. has been deeply oligarchical, not really anything you could call functional for a very long time. been lied to in your history books if you think it's been, or history classes, if you think it's been anything other than an oligarchy this country has had. There have been occasional efforts to make it better, government to make it a government of, by, and for the people, as Lincoln said, but broadly speaking, from the robber barons of the 19th century and their domination of U.S. politics to the business plot, which very nearly couped FDR before he even took office, and William Randolph Hearst being a fascist sympathizer, quite openly supporting the Nazis, even making a state visit to Germany and getting an award from Hitler. Yeah, Hearst got that. He was a piece of trash of a human being. It's fair to say the U.S. is not going to get better before it gets a lot worse. And I would like out. And I was trying to get out of the country back in 2021, even before Trump 2 happened, because I expected something like this, although I didn't expect it to be literally Trump again. That's even worse than I expected. I expected it would at least be someone different, someone younger. I was trying to become a physician, and I was planning to go to med school in Australia. Or if I didn't get accepted at the med school in Australia I was going to apply to, or some of the, why can I not collect these snowballs? Freaking game. Maybe because I moved. What the heck is going on? There we go. Just the loot all button isn't working. Just double click. Probably because of lag. Yeah, if I didn't get into Australia, Ireland, or some of the international med schools in Europe, like there's one in Czechoslovakia, if I remember correctly. My memory is now impaired with long COVID. But then I got long COVID, which ruined my dreams of becoming a doctor, going to med school. And I was going to make it. I was going to start med school in my 30s, my early 30s, which is not good. But I was getting straight A's in my special master's program, and the other masters I was combining with it. I already had a master's, which I add to my research credentials. Med schools don't really care if you already have a master's in terms of academics, unless it's a special master's, which is some of the same content the first year medical students take. In the case of some of the special master's programs, the ones I was doing was like that. And so getting straight A's in it proves that you can handle that kind of content. Maybe you won't get straight A's in med school because it'll be faster and more, but it's close enough that it proves you at least won't fail out and get acceptable grades. Like at least B's in med school. And yeah, and I had an excellent MCAT score, and I had done tons of volunteering, clinical hours, working as an EMT. I was going to make it. My program was sure I'd make it into a med school somewhere, and I was very much trying to go overseas because I wanted out of the U.S. because, again, fascists in the U.S. I foresaw that very clearly. All right, raining snowballs complete, and I got Snowblast. The title Snowblast. I needed to complete more Yule activities because I didn't take the daily enough. Wait, that didn't count as taking a festival activity? That's frustrating. I thought that would have counted as a Yule activity. Maybe not because I did it before or something. He knew a sack of presents. I guess it must have told him. Or maybe he's referring to real life sacks of presents, so to speak. Right. Do the eating contest in a second. Let's turn in stuffing the stuff and unwilling firewood. Yep, at least those increment that. Oh yeah, I need to touch the virtual green fill. But one thing at a time. Wait, what? She didn't let me go to another station? Oh, there we go, part 2. Like, I should have been sent to another station, not kinda participated in activities thing. Maybe each station counts. Alright, lag is making this very hard to do. It's not actually consuming the stuff right away. I have to consume some pie. I'm running really low on time here. Eggs. Another pie. Yeah, not good. That's a lot of pie. Alright, mushrooms. Berries. A little less laggy for a second. Mushrooms. Eat another pie unless something's. Oh, berries spawned. Don't want too many run speed debuffs. They also affect your eating speed. Eggs. Speed's getting very slow. Alright. Oh, everything just disappeared. That shouldn't have happened. Mushrooms. Berries. Does it happen when somebody completes stuff in the stuffed or something? Is quest mutually supportive? Like, more berries appear when people do it? Oh. Not enough to have my character face a given way. Apparently, the screen has to face that way. Okay, and to the next and last station. Sorry about the fake German accent there. Berries. Mushrooms. Mystery drink. Oh, that's not good. Berries. Mushrooms. Boom. Victory. Victory is mine. And that'll screen boardness equip in just a second here. Okay. Here we go. Speak to Virgil Greenfield about his snowman. There he is. Not the random NPCs. Right. I didn't take in the Spirit of Yule quite quick enough. I didn't realize I didn't have it active, so I'm going to be able to complete this today. Unless I go do a mission. Boom. Probably have to heading up. Might need to do the empty keg emergency as well. If I remember correctly, the seasonal instance counts as a Seal Festival activity too. It's not very time efficient. All right, grab me dish. Uh, this guy just wants to do a seasonal instance. Since probably need to do that. Get my little screw up there before. I'll have to recall how to actually start the seasonal instance. I don't really remember. Pretty sure it's just from the instance finder. You can start an instance from anywhere on the map. I might want to get out of Frostbuff because of the lag here before we start that. Yeah, I'll probably return to a different instance though. Bell Hyde is present. Let's get him before someone else does. Yeah. Or a year or two. So have so memory isn't great. May have to relearn some combat stuff. Let's explain this guy. I may have to relearn some stuff about fights. It's probably why I make all my characters captains. There's less to learn or relearn. If I take a hiatus and come back, I don't plan on doing that again, at least for a while. I'm going to try and produce a large amount of content. YouTube and Twitch really give this game an honest shot before I give up on it if I just can't get the viewership up. This isn't a game with an end, so it's not like I can go until the end the way I could in, say, my Civ 4 game, where I can just go until victory, or well, you don't have to stop when you actually win. I might go until I've conquered all the AIs because that series has decent viewership, or Wildermyth will end up a given campaign. You get the idea. And games that are open ended, you just have to decide your own end, or to shelf something for a while and maybe try to return to it later in case of YouTube stuff, because just finishing up some winter home tasks. When did I start playing? Not 13, 2023. I think my pairs, my memory, so I'm really not sure. Had it 5 years now. Right, I finished tidying up here. If I can find Jack chests, and I'll finished moving them off. There we go. He's over by the theater. Boom. Done. Right. Can't narrate everything except I was explaining long COVID is disability sometimes you get from a COVID infection, better than dying. Also, what I wrote was full of way too many typos. Let's see. What frostbuff activities might I be missing? I did the snowball field. I can do mission to spread good cheer. Oh yeah, the horse races counts as a Yule Festival activity. There's stuff at other sites. Which I'll do the winter seasonal instance with this guy. I'm gonna get out of this region. There's horse races Westbury. Should be able to just go to the festival grounds from there. I think that's where the horse races are. I don't remember. I'm gonna add it. I'll check it on the log. It's a nice view there. Let's see. To the horse races. The Delving Fields, the Shire, the Horse Fields of Bree. I don't recall if the horse fields are at the festival grounds. I think they are, or very close. All right. Out of Frost Bluff. And it's lag. Let me cut my stream, start a new one, and launch the instance. Oh, yeah. Should explain. Forgot to mention focus issues with long COVID. I forget stuff. I am a streamer. I am trying to build my YouTube, Twitch from this and dozens other games, as I'm too sick to do normal work with long COVID. I do this full time. You might not be okay with all this, so I might as well let them know. Meanwhile, I'm head to the festival grounds. I wait for a reply. Obviously, there's no point in cutting this before an instance that doesn't happen if he freaks out about what I just said, doesn't want to be on stream, or doesn't like that I'm too sick to work full time, because people can be shitty about that too. You never know. Cast of Ale in the Western Hills. I know where that is. It's kind of far from here. Let's see. Festival Cook wants me to gather boar meat. You know what? I'm probably going to have to do both of these for the Yule thing. And where are the horse grounds? I don't actually have to... Just have to report to the horse race area, I think. That's probably... Yep, because this should be the horse grounds. Oh, Marco, I did that stuff before. Here we go. The race master. Oh, I actually have to participate in the horse race. Debris fields you'll run. Oh no, I have to talk to the other. I have to visit both horse fields, it looks like. Talk to Carl Proudfit in the Delving Fields of the Shire. All right, well, I could just. It's gonna take a little while to instance. I'm just gonna use this milestone skill. I only really started. So it's gonna know. Doing Twitch correctly. Had stream stability before. Yeah, I've always started. Let him know. I only recently started actually getting stuff up on Twitch regularly. I tried before, but I was having the stream was unstable. It kept dropping. This is like Vault Master. Oh, I could sell some junk while I'm here. See if I accidentally sold a thing I wouldn't want to. Nope. And repair my equipment. Got a little damaged fighting those wood trolls before. The grumpy firewood, whatever. It's a little easier sometimes to travel around here once you get off the beaten path. Or what was you can find wolves and stuff that mess with you when you do so. Forget if there's a Slayer deed for slaying this. Let's see if I see a little thing over the head of my character. Yep. Let me know I missed a tell. Well, you know what? Maybe dealing with this boar will advance. No, it doesn't give boar meat. It has to be the specific boars, I thought. Okay. White hides are worth holding on to until you get decent amounts of them. I forget if I had some in my vault already. Maybe not. Sometimes you can sell even tiny amounts of hide. All right. Slay the wolf. Where I see it. Boom. Yeah, I should adjust the fellowship settings. See what I've set for loot rules and stuff. Target marking. Should be a tab for my. Oh. Yeah, where's the fellowship tab? It's been too long. Battles, questions, filters, crafting, character, social. Well, out the South Farthing Gate and over to the horse fields to finish this quest. I try and recall. Boom. It's also a good place to start the instance from. I swear there's like a fellowship panel. That's the instance finder. Let's see. Open bag. Traits, character, quest, deed, social, crafting. Hold on. I need to check where I find the fellowship panel before I cut this. I'll pause this for YouTube. I can't find the necessary information right now. Where there's the fellowship panel. I know I remember. Oh, here we go. It's on my own screen. Fellowship. Because I'm the fellowship leader. Target marking. Convert to raid, which is a 4 fellowship thing. Ready check. Loot rules. Round robin with roll pass. For stuff above. Fellowship. Ready check. Okay. about to start the instance. Folks in YouTube, I wish you all the best. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care of each other, kind yourselves, and may you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Until next time, this is Northstar. Adieu, and best luck.